With the first fully charged live North America finished, we can go over some of what was there. As part of the event, several Tesla owners ran a shuttle service from the parking lot over to the event. This was super helpful and got some people direct access to electric cars that they may not have had before. And once you got there, then there was the line. Rivian was one of the big draws at the event. Their stand outside was usually crammed with people interested in the new company. They had both the truck and SUV models on display. Unique features such as the large front storage and more between the cab and bed were favorites. Robert Llewellyn, who started Fully Charged 10 years ago, was there briefly but had to leave for medical reasons. We wish him well. On loan from a university, thanks to one of the presenters, Chelsea Sexton, the GM EV1 is one of the few left from the 90s.
We have one location in Chicago that we take all the cars into, inspect, recondition, and then market online. We know electric cars, we live with them, we own them, so we can speak to what it's like to live with an electric car, drive it in cold weather, what to expect, especially setting up charging. And that really takes a lot of the anxiety for a lot of first-time EV owners out of the equation. It builds a lot of trust too. And then a lot of people look to advice saying, here's my daily commute, here's what I like to do on weekends, what's the right car for me? Right. And we really like to pair them up and provide education too. If people are local to us, they can come in and they can drive 5 different cars, no pressure, and really make sure they are making the right choice.
The main auditorium had fully charged people and YouTubers doing panel discussions most of the 2 days. Also present was the E-Tron, Audi's first full electric SUV.
It's hard to say. I don't think.
Also on display were the 2020 Porsche Taycan and Kia Soul.
Although no, there's
We made it back for part of day 2, which was a little less crowded. Offering something more old school was Moment Motors, with their conversions of classic gas cars to all electric. This will bother some fans of these cars, but they're meeting a need in the market with respect and a level of detail that is great to see.
So the point of ChargeWay is we're trying to explain electric fuel in a way that is easy to understand. Let's break it down to what they need to know, which is the connectors that work for their car, and the power level that is at a station, and the power level that their car can accept. And so with that we said, well, let's color code the plug types. Make it easy. So we integrated a timer platform into ChargeWay that really helps educate people on the numbers. So they can choose how much range they have left, and then scroll through different power levels to get a sense of what their charge time will be. A Chevrolet dealership could say, well, bolts go to green stations. The higher the number you see, the faster your charge will get. And then this here, the ChargeWay beacon, this can be used as an educational tool both for dealers and for dealers selling to consumers. So for consumers, the app is free to use. We want to create it. What we really looked to do with ChargeWay was, again, to help brand electric fuel. And so last question that might come up is, well, is my electric utility bill going to go up to $500? Well, you can then kind of gauge, you drive 300 miles in a week. You can then visualize pricing of fuel in a way that a consumer can really appreciate the kind of cost savings they'll see. That's an overnight charge if you're almost empty. So you can get home from work, plug in, watch the game, tuck the kids in, and every morning you wake up with a full charge. And the dealers have been needing this help, and frankly the automakers have been saying, we don't make the fuel, someone better step up. So we wanted to create a product that really made it easy for the utilities to say, well, we're about to step up and do it really well.
Harley-Davidson is not a company you would expect to find at a car show. The Livewire, their first fully electric bike, is expensive, but an important first step for the company and its future. It sounds like there's much more to come, with other models down the line. Arcimoto, a unique three-wheeler with 2 seats and a storage area in the back, is labeled a fun utility vehicle by its creators. It definitely looks fun and caused smiles wherever it went.
It's a normal kind of size bag. And you just pack it in the house, or fly with it, and then just go straight on the front.
Back to two wheels briefly. Rad Power Bikes were there with many models of electric bicycles to check out and test ride. BMW was well represented with the i3 and i8. These have been on the market for years, but still look great to me. Bolt was also at the show, thanks to Chevy. Presenters and vendors packing up, the first fully charged live event in North America was complete. Thanks to all that made this event a reality. We hope to be a part of it next year as well. Until then.